Hey guys, welcome back to the Detailing Space. Today we're going to be taking a look at another product shootout, and today we're going to be looking at all-purpose cleaners, also known as pre-washers. So we've got a few lined up just behind me there. We've got 8 of the most popular ones in the UK. I believe you can get most of these across the pond as well over in the States. So yeah, in the States there. So today we're going to be taking a quick look at these. We're going to be scoring them on a few key categories such as price, effect on protection and all of that good stuff. So let's take a seat and go through them. So we've got them all lined up here, and at the moment they're in no particular order, just how I have them written down on my sheet, and easiest way for me to go through and talk about them. So left to right then we've got Kochchemy's GS, the Green Star. That is a very popular product, both sides of the pond really, so UK and US. And then followed by that we've got Garage Therapy's Zero Citrus. Cracking products. I've used all of these, and just for carry on, I just want to say I think all of these, in fact I know all of these have been given to me free at some point. None of the manufacturers know that this is happening or have any beforehand look or anything like that. Anyway, gtechniq's W5 Citrus All-Purpose Cleaner next, followed by Autoglim's All-Purpose Cleaner. Again, you can get that pond side. I think Autoglim is probably UK only. Angel Wax Myriad APC Force X Citrus Pre-Cleaner. That is the upgrade of the original Force, so that one's dilutable. We've got Valet Pro's Citrus Pre-Wash and Bill Hamber's Surfex HD, the ever popular Bill Hamber. So we're going to go through a few categories before we dive into them. We've got price, we've got user experience, which is going to be quite subjective to be fair. We've got dilution ratios, versatility, cleanability, effect on protection, and also how much it costs to make, or how much you get from a litre. No, how much it costs per litre made. So anyway, let's dive into it and we'll get onto the price first. So onto the pricing then. I've done this, basically all the prices are from Clean & Shiny's website. So go ahead and check them out in the link in the description. For Autoglim's All-Purpose Cleaner, I believe that was the only one. In fact, I got the price for that off Amazon because I don't believe Clean & Shiny stocked that. But the rest of these, Clean & Shiny stock the range. So as always, as we've done with the snow foams in the past, we're going to have the 1 litre price, and then if there's a bulk option for 5 litres, I'm going to give you that. And then we're going to score them based on how much 1 litre works out from a 5 litre bulk. Because similar to snow foams, I believe once you've found one that you like the most, you're probably going to buy that in bulk, and we might as well work out what the 1 litre price equivalent is. So I'm going to order these into the results and cut back to you. So the results probably aren't too shocking to some of you then, especially if you've been into detailing for quite some time. Bill Hamber comes in at number 1. For them, that is £18.95 for 5 litres. In fact, Clean & Shiny only stock that in 5 litres, and apologies if you can hear the rain, it's had all day. So the 1 litre equivalent from 5 litres of that is £3.79, putting that in first place. In second, we've got Kochchemy's Green Star, £6.54 per litre, £24.60 for 5 litres, which the equivalent puts that at £4.92. Valet Pro comes in at third, that's £26.20 for 5 litres, £9.50 for 1 litre, 5 litre converted down is £5.24. Garage Therapy, £16 per litre. I think glancing this is one of the more expensive ones on a per litre basis for 1 single litre. £34 for 5 litres, exceptional value, making that £6.80 per litre. gtechniq comes in, and they only do it in 500ml, hence the 500ml bottle, and 5 litres. So 500ml is £7.95, 5 litres is £47.95, bringing that in at £9.59 per litre. That rain, my apologies. Oh, let's see if it passes. Jesus. Right. I think that storm's just passed. Before I continue, I just want to mention we have got a members only section now, and I'll probably put the outtake of that on there. So where did we get to? I believe we did gtechniq. What we're on next? On Angel Wax. That's thrown me off a tad. So Angel Wax is £18.65 per litre, £54.95 for 5 litres, bringing 5 litres in at £10.99 per litre. Stjarnagloss Force X comes in 8th place. That's £16 per litre. It's dilutable. Why did I say that? I don't know. 5 litres of this is £38, making 5 litres £7.60 for 1 litre equivalent. And in last place is Autoglim, simply because it's not a dilutable product. That is £16.38 for 1 litre. £16.38. So there we have it. That's them scored. Just in case I didn't do gtechniq, by the way. £7.95 for 5 litres, £7.95 for 500 mil, £47.95 5 litres, which is £9.59. So yeah, there we have it. That's the scoring on the price, and apologies for the rainstorm throwing things off just a tad. So next up, we will go on to dilution ratios. So onto dilution ratio then, we're going to be scoring them based on the highest dilution possible. So if they list a range, say 1 to 5 to 1 to 20 or something along those lines, we're going to be taking the highest dilution. I'm also going to be scoring them based on exterior dilutions. So again, some of these products can be used on interiors, on carpets, on engines, stuff like that. I'm going to be taking dilution ratios based on the exterior use because that's what this video is about. And for those who are just getting into detailing and you're wondering what the hell I'm talking about here, dilution ratio, typically they will say mix 1 to 10, for example. So that's 1 part product, 10 parts water. Sometimes it might be written the other way around, 10 to 1. The higher number is water, the lower number is product. So yeah, let's go ahead and score these on the dilution ratios. I'm just going to jig these about in order and we'll cut back in a second. So there we have it then, that's the results for the dilution ratio, and we'll quickly go through each of these then. So over in first place we have Built Hamber. Now, first thing I must mention is Built Hamber, if you're just getting into detailing, those who have been using Built Hamber for some time already know this, but they like to use PIR, so it's product impact ratio or panel impact ratio, which is a percentage figure rather than a ratio. So for this, the maximum PIR is 1%. So essentially 1 part product into 100 parts water. In second place, we've got Garage Therapy. Their maximum dilution is 1 to 50. However, there are part of the label does say you can use it up to 1 to 100, but in the actual dilution section, 1 to 50 is the highest. So I'm putting that in second place, which I think is only fair, to be quite honest. Third place, we've got Green Star from gtechniq. This is dilutable up to 1 to 30. And in fourth place, we've got gtechniq at the ever so popular 1 to 10 dilution ratio. Valet Pro, just like the snow foams, is diluted at 1 to 8. I don't know why, such a strange number, but that comes in at a 1 to 8 dilution. And Force X from stjarnagloss, this was a 50-50 or a 1 to 1 dilution ratio. So yeah, 1 part product to 1 part water. Coming towards 7th and 8th place, we've got in 7th place Autoglim's all-purpose cleaner. This is ready to use. Pick this up off the shelf. No need to dilute it, just off you go. And Angel Wax. I am going to be a bit harsh here. I do apologise to the Angel Wax guys in advance. There are no dilution instructions for exteriors. I believe I even checked the website, if I remember rightly, a couple of weeks ago when I scored these. I've looked all over and I cannot find an exterior dilution ratio. It's got interior, 1 to 100. It's got carpet. It's got nicotine, like specifically nicotine. It's got engine bay, but it's not got exterior. I don't know if someone's forgot to do that. In next rounds, I'm not going to be as harsh. I am going to dilute this. I will tell you what I'm going to dilute it at, but at the moment, it's only right that I score it, and unfortunately I probably should swap that in Autoglim around because it is dilutable, but yeah, you know what, I will swap it around. It is dilutable, it just doesn't say for exteriors what it should be. So yeah, that's the dilution ratio. Next up then, we're going to be talking about cost per litre once mixed. Right, so onto cost per litre mixed up then. So as I said, we're going to be getting 101 litres of built amber, and that costs £3.79 per litre, which works out at £3. Right, so onto cost per litre once mixed up. So just a reminder as to the price and total quantity you're going to be getting. So you're going to get 101 litres from built amber, and that 1 litre from a bulk purchase is £3.79, bringing that in at 3.8 pence. So that's in first place, which is exceptional value. Garage Therapy, you're going to be getting 51 litres of that for £6.80. And that works out at 13.3 pence. As I said, there are other instructions where it says you can use it up to 1 to 100. That's still going to bring it in at about 6.5p, which would still keep it in second place. Green Star from gtechniq, you're going to get 31 litres of that for a grand total of £4.92 per litre on a bulk buy. And that comes in at 15.9 pence per litre once diluted. Angel Wax in fourth place. As I said, we're going to score this from now on at a 1 to 50 dilution ratio. And that was coming in at £10.99 for a litre, which once you've diluted that down, works out to be 21.5p. Valet Pro Citrus Pre-Wash, you're going to be getting 9 litres of that, and that works out at £5.24 per litre, which is 58.2 pence per litre once you've diluted it. gtechniq next, you're going to be getting 11 litres of that for £9.59 per litre on a bulk purchase, and that works out to 87.2 pence per litre once diluted. Forced, so 1 litre of Forced X, you're going to be getting 2 litres of total product. It's a 50-50 mix, and this costs you £16 per litre. Can't see this in a 5 litre purchase yet. They do the original Force, which is a ready to go product in 5 litres, but not Forced X. Hopefully that's coming, you guys from stjarnagloss. But anyway, 16 quid for a litre. You're going to be mixing that up to 2 litres. That's £8 per litre. And Auto Glim, it's ready to use. 1 litre of product is going to get you 1 litre of product, and that costs you £16.38. So there we have those results. Next up, we're going to be talking about user experience. This one's going to be quite subjective. It's all my opinion, so make of that what you will. So yeah, user experience next. So for the user experience then, I'm just taking the overall package here. I'm not going to talk too much about the branding. I probably will touch on it as much as I say I won't talk about it, because let's be honest, the looks is all of a matter of opinion. But how clear are the instructions? How does it feel to use them? Yeah, so let's go through them. Let's order these in what my opinion is of user experience. So user experience then, here we go. We've got Garage Therapy and we've got gtechniq's Green Star in joint first place. If we just take a look at both of these, they both give absolutely fantastic instructions on here. So we've got a dilution guide on light, medium and heavy soiling, extreme soiling, how to use it in a lance, including a PIR ratio from a lance, how to use it in general, so apply to the vehicle, allow to dwell 5 to 6 minutes, avoid hot surfaces, and it even gives you interior use, dilute at 100 to 1 or 1 to 75 as well. For best results, mix thoroughly into a foam lance bottle. In some scenarios, it can be beneficial to foam or spray the product onto a dry car. Just using Garage Therapy is really nice. The smell of it, it's quite a nice, pleasant smell. I don't know what it smells of. It does smell citrusy. Just really good. And same can be said for Green Star's, gtechniq's Green Star. Recommended dilution ratio, so exterior and engines use 1 to 5 up to 1 to 30. Apply over the whole surface, allow to react for a short time. Interiors and textiles use 1 to 10 to 1 to 20. For workshop floors, 1 to 40 up to 1 to 120. Don't let dry. Green Star, again, it feels great using this. And both of these as well, and this might be me being a tight northerner, it just feels great that you need so little to get such a good result. I did some TikToks and Instagram reels on the garage therapy, just showing how pre-washes work over the winter. And some people thought I was making the results up. That worked absolutely phenomenally at a high dilution ratio. So great products using those. In joint third place, we've got gtechniq, we've got Built Hamber, and we've got stjarnagloss. gtechniq, again, nice clear instructions. Use neat for heavy soiling, 5:1 for general cleaning, and up to 10 parts water to 1 part product for light soiling. It tells you how to apply this, spray it on, let it dwell 3 to 5 minutes, rinse off. It doesn't mention anything about interior that I can see on here that I remember, and it does have the standard safety instructions. I just also like using gtechniq products, absolutely cracking. Built Hamber, this is another one that probably should have been higher, but we'll get onto that in a moment. So again, typical dilution ratios are 1 to 2% in water for light duty, up to 5 to 10% for heavy duty. Use on cool surfaces and all of that good stuff. Directions, so it tells you how to use it. It can be using a trigger, pump, or by brushing. After cleaning, rinse thoroughly. For pressure washer use, so you can use this if you've got a pressure washer that takes a feed, you can drop your feed tube into this or into a 5-litre container of this and let the pressure washer pull some through as well. And it also tells you how to calculate your PIR. I will just say briefly, and this is one of the reasons, or there's 2 reasons why Built Hamber didn't make it into joint first, is it doesn't mention anything about interior use, although I know it can be used on the interior. It doesn't mention anything about interior use, and the PIR in general typically will put off or maybe add a little bit of confusion to newbies coming into detailing. It's very simple to work out, it really is, and like I said, on the newer products, on the relabeled stuff, they do tell you how to calculate the PIR. If you want me to do a PIR video, let me know in the comments below. Forced citrus pre-cleaner, again, tells you right on the front, 1 to 1 with water. Can't get any clearer than that. Tells you how to use this. Again, it just doesn't say if you can use it on the interior or not, and just using stjarnagloss stuff in general, it's absolutely amazing. I really do like using it. I probably am swayed slightly with the branding on that, but as I say, this is my own user experience, and I think it's fantastic using Forced X. It's also quite simple. Angel Wax, Myriad APC, and Valet Pro Citrus Pre-Wash come in at a joint 6th place. Again, the only thing keeping Angel Wax down there is the lack of instructions on interior use, exterior use, should I say. It does say on exterior use, this is what it says on the label, exterior use, spray the cleaner onto the area to be treated and agitate with a detailing brush or microfiber applicator pad. Once the area has been cleaned, rinse thoroughly with water. It just doesn't tell you the dilution. Dilution guide, interior cleaning 100 to 1, carpet cleaning 80 to 20. I don't know why it doesn't say 4 to 1. It says 80 to 20. Nicotine removal 70 to 30, engine cleaning 50-50 or 1 to 1. And Valet Pro Citrus Pre-Wash 1 to 8 dilution, which I find weird that they use that number. It just doesn't say if you can use it inside or anything. One good thing with the Valet Pro, it smells like orange juice. It's like really, really nice. But if you put this in a foaming pump sprayer, it will foam up like snow foam. I remember the first time I used this a couple of years ago, I messaged the guys at Valet Pro at the time, like, do you know this does this? And like, yeah. Why that's not a selling point, I don't know. It should be, but it will foam up. I've not actually tried it in a foam lance. Maybe I should, but it does foam up out of a pump sprayer like a snow foam. And unfortunately, Auto Glim. So the big positive for Auto Glim is you can just go to the high street and grab a bottle of this. It's readily available everywhere. The downside is, and I know I get this for free, but even I don't go mad with it because it feels so expensive and such a waste, like 16 quid for a litre. And I know this was a concern of mine when I first tried this, when it first came out, and Mark at Auto Glim did send me the trade version out, which I didn't put in this because it's a trade version, not a retail version. That Auto Glim handles I've never been a huge fan of. I probably should turn the bottle that way. It does feel better that way, but being on its side, yeah, doing all my product testing here, it was getting a bit tedious with that trigger. But hey, you could, if you wanted to, decant that into another bottle. But yeah, that's it. It does tell you though, all that aside, it does tell you how to use this on exterior, how to use this on interior. So yeah, I can't really grumble with the instructions. It's just the mindset of the cost of the product. Looks wise, again, it looks great. All the products, they do look great. So that's the results of user experience. Before we go on to the next rounds then, which is going to be the interesting testing rounds, I just want to mention we have now got a members section over on our YouTube. I'm going to be putting full-length videos of the testing over on that members only section, as well as random outtakes. Might just give you a laugh. So yeah, feel free to help support the channel. I think it starts at about £2. It's not much. So yeah, that'd be much appreciated if you wanted to support and help the channel in any other way. And also, don't forget to subscribe. That costs you guys nothing. Subscribe. So anyway, next round. What are we going on to next? We're going to go next on to cleanability. Okay, so on to cleanability then, and we've got the test panel sat outside, all sectioned off, and we've just basically put a dirt simulator on there, and in that it's just, yeah, a random dirty solution with some petrol, oil, traffic film, and all the grime and stuff you would get all over your car. Just let that dry on there, and then to test these products out, we've simply gone ahead and we've sprayed 4 triggers into the middle of the panel, and we've left it for 2 to 3 minutes just to work away, and then lightly rinse that off. I then gave each of these a wipe down with a cotton pad once when it was dry, so let the sections all dry off once they'd had their initial rinse. And then I also lightly wet down the cotton pads as well, and just hit it again, just gave it another swipe test. So yeah, we'll put these in the order of the cleanability results. Okay, so we've got them in the order that they finished, and in first place came stjarnagloss Force X. Absolutely cracking clean. I'll bring the camera in just a moment to take a look at the cotton swipes as well. gtechniq in second, closely followed by Garage Therapy in third. Initially, I actually scored Garage Therapy a second and Koch third, but looking at these once again under some better lighting, yeah, Koch just pips it, I think. Valet Pro's also in there in fourth. In fact, these could all probably be joint second, but I am going to put them in a 1 to 8 order. Closely followed by gtechniq in fifth, Built Hamber closely in sixth. They are all extremely close. Angel Wax 7 and Auto Glim in 8th place. They're all extremely close. Let's bring the camera in and you can take a quick look. So the top row of panels then, the top row of pads are the dry wipes and the bottom row are wet. So what I did is, quite simply, as it says, I grabbed, basically I wrapped a panel, a cotton pad around that battery and wiped it once it was dry, see how much dirt came off, and then I gave a fresh one one spritz of water just to dampen it and see if it pulled any more off. So stjarnagloss rather, as you can see, not much come off on either wipe there. Absolutely fantastic. Same with Green Star as well, probably slightly more just up here, but not much whatsoever. Let's brighten this up so we can see. Garage Therapy, a little bit on the dry wipe just here, and a little bit along the leading edge as well on the wet wipe. Just take a look at them again now, brighten the camera up. Valet Pro did a cracking job, probably should come a tad higher in fact. Yeah, really good actually. That's probably coming close to second actually. So really good job on Valet Pro. And gtechniq's Citrus Pre-Wash as well, Citrus All-Purpose Cleaner. Quite a bit on the dry wipe up here, but once it was wet, pretty much zero. Built Hamber, very similar kind of results. Quite a bit on the leading edge on the dry wipe. Pretty much clear. There's some down here on the wet wipe. Angel Wax picked up quite a lot on the dry wipe. Again, the wet wipe looked pretty decent. Auto Glim looked pretty damn clean after it initially dried. we gave it a wet spray and still some residue behind. So there we have the results for that. I may just reassess these results. So yeah, let's be fair, I'm just going to reassess those. So I believe Valet Pro and gtechniq should be placed higher than what they should. In fact, I'm going to go as far to say as they are joint third place. Both cracking results. Garage Therapy did a really good job as well. There's no denying that. In fact, the top 5, maybe even top 6, including Bill Hamber, all did a combined, you know, some had a better dry wipe, some had a better wet wipe, but they all cleaned phenomenally. It's just as I said, the wet stuff from Autoglim, the dry from Angel Wax. Yeah, it's a bit heavier than the other products, but in general, like stjarnagloss, in my opinion, is the outright. There's no denying that is first place. And then these are close second and joint third. So yeah, I think that's the results we're going to go with. It is first, second, joint third, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Boom. So next up then, we're going to be having a look at the effect on any protection. So similar to the cleanability test, the effects on protection, and we've got the test panel again, and we've got a random ceramic spray thrown on there. That's been left on for about 2 days to cure, and we've taped off each section. I've then gone ahead and hit each section with, initially it was 10 pumps of the trigger into the middle of the panel, left it for about 3 minutes. After about 3 rounds of that, I upped it to about 16 pumps. Now, I'm not going to pause to rearrange these. I'm just going to go through my notes on the effects of protection. So after about 12 hits, which is essentially that's using these products every week for 3 months, it didn't have much of an effect when you look at it against the control section, which is absolutely fantastic. So you're getting a good cleaning power from these with wax or sealant safe properties as well, so you know it's not going to be damaging your protection after 12 hits. On hit 13, I again hit them with about 10 to 15 sprays into the center, left that for a total of 10 minutes. After about 5 minutes, I hit it again with some more, thought let's hype this up. I'm getting, you know, you add this up, I'm doing 3 to 5 minute dwell times at a time here, and I'm half an hour to 45 minutes in at this stage. I'm getting a bit bored, so we'll try souping it up. Still no effect. Hit number 14, I got a cotton pad, placed that in the middle, I soaked that through. I just absolutely drenched it. I think it was 5 sprays in total. Slapped that on, left that on there for 10 minutes. 10 minutes, still very, very little effect. Hit number 15, did the same once again. Flipped the pad over, sprayed it, sprayed all around it. I went absolutely ape. 15 hits with a cotton pad for 10 minutes. The protection on all of them was still there. Now, I did make some notes. In terms of beading, it did look as though the Bill Hamber, the Valet Pro, stjarnagloss, and Angel Wax looked like they still had the best beading. It also could be the position on the panel. The others weren't bad beading by any stretch of the imagination. I then tried doing a sheeting test, thinking, well, let's have a look if the sheet different. Now, initially, I believe, I've got some notes scribbled on here, I believe it was Bill Hamber, gtechniq and Autoglim sheet are the best, but then when I did it the next time, it was Koch-Chemie, it was gtechniq and stjarnagloss that beaded the best. So I couldn't get consistent results on sheeting either. So pretty much like the snow foam, I'm just going to give them all 1. They all came in first. I'm not going to rearrange them, and I'm not going to try and stack them all on top of each other, because that's just going to be ludicrous. So the thing to take away here is all of these products are safe, at least on a ceramic spray type products. I've not tested this on wax. If you want me to test this even more extreme, let me know in the comments below, and we can look at that. But for the results of today, they all come in first place. And the final round then is going to be versatility. So how versatile are each of these products? So for versatility then, we're just going to be scoring them based on what the instruction says in terms of where you can use these. If it doesn't say, then we're going to assume you can't. So yeah, let's have a look and we'll put them in order. So nice and straightforward for versatility then. In joint first place, we have gtechniq's green, so I've got Garage Therapy's Zero Citrus, we've got Angel Wax Myriad APC and gtechniq's W5 Citrus All-Purpose Cleaner, all in joint first place. These all give instructions, varying instructions, but they all give instructions that you can use them on the interiors, you can use them on the engine bays, you can use them, of course, on the paintwork. So absolutely fantastic that you can buy these and you know you can do basically every component of your car. So if I just take a quick look for gtechniq, yes, it says exterior engine, interior, textile and general workshop use. You're going to clean your floors and stuff like that. Garage therapy, exterior, interior, mold removal. You can use it in a lance and a spray. It tells you can do that. Angel Wax, Myriad, where is that on here? Interior, engine, carpet, nicotine. Oh, it does say you can use it on exterior. It just doesn't tell you the dilution. So again, you can use that everywhere. It specifies nicotine, which is crackers. And gtechniq, engine, carpet, safe on chrome. And it also gives you a varying range of dilution ratios, which all of these in joint first tell you in what case you use what dilution ratio. In fifth place, sitting on its own, is Auto Gleam. It does say you can use it exterior and interior. It's pretty much as far as it goes. That's all you need to know. So again, if you're Joe Blogs buying this off the high street, you know you're safe to use that wherever. It does say not to use on sat navs or dashboard screens. So, and I would take that to apply to all of these. It doesn't say they're safe to use on dashboard screens and touch screens, so assume that you can't. And in joint sixth place, we've got Forced X from stjarnagloss, we've got Bill Hamber Surfx HD and Valet Pro Citrus Wash. And that is simply because they don't tell you if you can use them on the interior. They are just exterior products. Now, in the case of Forced X, it does quite clearly say in bold type, intensive citrus TFR pre-cleaner for removal of road grime before a contact wash. So that is why it's scored so well on the cleanability. It's probably going to be a bit too strong on the exterior. Now, you could probably play around with it if you want. Don't take this off my advice or anyone else's, but you could probably dilute that further than they tell you and try it on interiors. If you do so at your own risk and on an inconspicuous area, or if you've got an old carpet you want to try on. Surfx HD, again, it doesn't really say about interior. I know from past experience, you can use this on the interiors, but I only knew that because that was posted on the Detailing World forums many moons ago. And same for Valet Pro Citrus Pre-Wash. It doesn't tell you if you can use it inside or not. So that's why they're scored down there. So yeah, happy days. So yeah, we're going to tally these up and see what the final results are. So onto the results then, and we're scoring this like you would a game of golf. Lower, the better. So gtechniq comes in first place with 13 points. Garage Therapy, this was originally a first place product, but thanks to the reshuffle after the cleanability, Garage Therapy comes in at second at 16. It would have been the other way around. Closely followed by Built Hamber at 19 points. Built Hamber, so they are the top three products, all absolutely fantastic, great value for money, and all three highly dilutable. In fourth place, we've got gtechniq at 23 points, and we've got Valet Pro's Citrus Pre-Wash closely followed at 29 points. Forced X from stjarnagloss, the best cleaning product out there, or out of these ones, should I say, came in at sixth place with, how many points did I have? 31 points, closely followed by Angel Wax on 32 points. This got bumped up during the dilution ratio, because I swapped it around with this. Otherwise, I think they'd have been joint. But yeah, this is 32 points. Sorry, no, it would have been on 33, so it still would have been 7th anyway. And last place is Auto Gleam. This simply is just a letdown based on the price. Yeah, the price is the biggest one, and the dilution ratio affects a lot of that as well. The fact that there's a lack of dilution, and just yeah, I guess my user experience also brought that down a tad. I'm just going to rejig these about without taking into account price, because I know you're not all keen on that. So we take away the score for the price and the cost per litre. We'll see if that affects the results. So let's just quickly jig that about, ignoring any price. 2, 3, 8, 10, 12, 17, 17, 22 French wax. So with the price taken away, then you would still have Koch Chemie in first place with 8 points. You would have Garage Therapy in second on 10 points, closely followed by gtechniq in third place on 12 points. So this is ignoring price. In joint fourth place, then you would have Forced X and Built Hamber in joint fourth place, both coming up with 17 points. As I said, Forced X, the strongest cleaner of all of these. Built Hamber is probably it is the winner for dilution ratio. So bang for your buck, Built Hamber is the one to go for. But you want a cleaning power only, it's Forced X. That's why I've just put this up here. 4A, 4B, let's say. In sixth place, we've got Valet Pro Citrus Pre-Wash on 21 points. Seventh, we've got the Angel Wax Myriad at 22 points. So again, extremely close with these two. And again, in last place, Auto Gleam, 30 points. Yeah, it came in last on cost, and the cost per litre mixed up. So that took 16 points off it, but it still didn't save it, unfortunately. So we're having, and that's my nice little test on Citrus Pre-Wash All-Purpose Cleaners. If I could only pick two products to take away from this, then it is a tough one. I probably would go Garage Therapy Zero Citrus. Fantastic dilution ratios. If I wanted more bite from that, I could make it a stronger mix. So rather than going like 1 to 50, I could probably go 1 to 25 and get the same results from Forced X. The second product I've picked would be Forced X for the just no nonsense, no faff, messing about. Absolutely phenomenal cleaning properties of that. All of these are still sealant safe as well, at least over 12 to 15 tests. So let me know in the comments below, which is your favorite. Do you think I scored these fairly? Again, they're all absolutely phenomenal. The top 5, in my opinion, are the right ones to be there. Angel Wax just needs to tweak their labeling, be clear on the exterior. That would have saved it on that point. Valet Pro, you guys just need to mention, can you use it inside or not? If not, fair enough, so be it. You can't use Forced inside, but Forced makes up for that in cleaning power on the outside. And Auto Gleam, already know what I think in terms of pricing. It is, and it's not just me, I believe a lot of YouTubers also mentioned it when it first came out. The pricing is insane for 1 litre of that. So yeah, there we have it. That's my nice little order. I'm going to be doing some more, and if you've not watched the snow foam video yet, make sure you check that link out just up there, just there somewhere, for the snow foam comparison. I'm going to be testing some more of these out over the coming weeks as well, so make sure you all subscribe to this channel. If you're not, you can click that button just up there, and yeah, YouTube says you'll like these videos below, so watch one of them next. The snow foam one is there. Have fun. See you in the next video.